I call upon the Archangel Michael. Present yourself before me.
Blessed be Yahweh Yeshua, who reigns forever.
Michael, the time is near. Get your armies ready.
Yes, my Lord, it shall be done.
Sir, I am sorry to hear about the judgment passed against your son-in-law.
It is disheartening, like what has happened to our justice system. Insanity has become legal, and the truth is being sugar-coated with lies in plain sight. And yet people don't see it.
Yes, that's right, sir.
That video evidence they presented, I am pretty sure they used AI technology to make it seem like Daniel and Samuel. And those victims were hired for false witness. All this is evident, and yet the judge ruled in the favor of injustice. Something doesn't feel right.
I feel that judge.
Yes, that judge. Who is he, and where is he from? I haven't seen him before in our town. We need to investigate this, Fiona. It is possible they could have hired a fake judge. I need Wilfred assigned on this right away.
Yes, sir.
And what about you? Do you have anything to report from your investigation?
Yes, sir. Quincy, and our beloved chief, always had a strained relationship ever since Quincy stepped into college. Her discipline flew out the window, and she began involving in vile ways. Our beloved chief tried to discipline her and get her back on track. But she disowned him and left him. For years, they had no contact with each other, until recently, when she was brought in for questioning.
After which, she went into a coma and recovered the same day.
Yes, and the moment she recovered, our beloved chief and she seemed to have a heated argument. It is possible she might have said something very hurtful, which caused our chief to die out of heart attack.
Are you sure it was a heart attack?
Yes, sir, the reports confirmed it.
That girl has got some heart. Her father died, and yet there's no feeling of sadness in her. She went right back to work, like nothing happened.
Yes, sir.
She is indeed guilty of her father's death. I want you to keep an eye on her.
Sure, will do, Captain.
And please, send me Wilfred.
Sure, sir.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. This is your favorite TV reporter, Kate, back with some devastating news, actually. Our top story today is about the shocking return of the famous TV reporter, Ms. Quincy Wrench. As spectators of this shocking return, there's so many questions in the rising. Where did she disappear to after waking up? And how is she back now? The demise of her father doesn't seem to have disheartened her. One could argue that she's maintaining high levels of professionalism by not mixing emotions with work. But on a serious note, does she have a heart? Because new reports from Task Force states that Mr. Gary Wrench, the former chief of the police department, and his daughter Quincy Rynch shared a strained relationship. Reports also confirm that Mr. Gary Rynch experienced a heart attack after having a heated argument with his daughter the moment she recovered from her coma. I don't know about you, but if I happen to lose someone after I had a heated argument with them, then the last memory of me having a heated argument with that person would be my regret. And I would have feeling of remorse. Quincy, on the other hand, doesn't seem to have that feeling. This leads many into believing that Quincy Rynch is indirectly responsible for the death of her father, Mr. Gary Rynch, the former chief of the police department. We will continue to monitor this matter with the task force. Heading into our next story to report. A few days ago, we brought you the live telecast of The Trial and Judgment concerning Daniel Jordan and Samuel David, in which the past judgment stated that Daniel Jordan must pay the fine of $100,000 for his misconduct against Mr. Stein. Failing to do so would result in him being lashed 50 times with chain whip, and also a 7-year period of imprisonment for Daniel Jordan and Samuel David. Some might consider it as justice well done, as Samuel David is locked up and placed behind bars for his offensive actions against the church. However, with respect to Daniel Jordan, we are saddened to inform you that Daniel Jordan could not make the fine payment of $100,000, which consequentially led Mr. Jordan into being lashed, and this inadvertently resulted in his death. We offer our deepest condolences to the family and close friends of Mr. Jordan. Here's some clippings of thoughts and words shared by Mr. Jordan's family and friends.
Daniel Jordan was a very good friend. He was pious and a devout man of God. Unlike the news stories and rumors that we have been hearing on media for quite some time now about him, he was faithful and loyal. He always kept his word. He always honored God, and for those who honor God, God will honor them back. Maybe today, Daniel is shown as a criminal and an offender of the church. But the day is coming when God will surely honor him.
It is truly disheartening, having lost one of my sons, I should say. Daniel Jordan, he was like one of my children. He was engaged to my daughter. I observed him from the time we came to know of him. He always seemed different compared to the youngsters of today. He was pious and a devout man of God. He was faithful and loyal. And in the short time that he was in a relationship with my daughter, he treated her well, with respect, kindness, and love. I had to mention it specifically, because my daughter went through a physical trauma that shook her mental health to the core, making her unrecognizable, even to us, her family. But Daniel stood by her, showed her Christ's love, and my daughter, with the grace of God, was able to overcome her traumatic experience. Not just to her, he was kind and loving to everyone around him. It's a shame how this world will side by injustice. If that injustice stood in the form of a celebrity. Kevin Stein is not a good man. He was responsible for my daughter's traumatic experience. He was in love with my daughter, but my daughter was not interested. And so as to have her by hook or crook, he played a game to separate my daughter from her rightful mate, Daniel Jordan. This game began by him provoking Daniel Jordan into slapping him, which subsequently led into the events that followed, resulting in Daniel's demise finally. Seated here, in front of the cameras, at my law enforcement office. As a recognized member of justice, I would not lie about something so big. Take my word for it, or leave it. Kevin Stein is not who he seems to be. He is not a good man. Whether I become hated for this, or cheered for it, I have made myself clear. Kevin Stein must be brought to justice.
Those were truly some shocking words of testimony from the captain of the police department. If this is true indeed, why has the media been twisting facts, making it seem like Daniel is the criminal? Well, as Mr. Christopher, the captain, put it into words, it's a shame how this world will side by injustice. If that injustice stood in the form of a celebrity. Something to truly think about. 'Cause that's how the world today is functioning. However, the statements from Mr. Christopher further justify the reports we have heard from the task force. And that is, even though there was compelling evidence presented at the trial and judgment, the task force strongly believes that Daniel Jordan and Samuel David are innocent. They suspect of the evidence presented to be AI-generated clips. The task force is digging deeper into it. As members of society who stand for what is right and just, we, at the Real Facts News Channel Media, are in obligation to bring you the absolute truth. We have been doing it thus far, and we will continue to do it. Stay tuned for more info on the things happening at Graceville.
BS, 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 absolute BS. Don't tell me you're going to sit quietly after watching what the news channel just reported.
Calm down, my dear Kevin. I do have a plan to silence all this.
I should have killed the Christopher guy when I had the chance.
But you never had a chance, did you?
You should have granted me that chance. After all, you helped me kill so many folks, including my good-for-nothing father. Silence. That's all you gotta say about this, huh? First, my private pics were leaked. And now this.
I said I have a plan. Stop annoying me. Useless guy.
I can imagine how heartbroken you feel right now. Only God can fill your heart with real comfort.
I sure hope he does. We were best friends since childhood. We grew up together. As kids we would annoy each other a lot, and yet we held a strong friendship. During teenage, we realized the bond we shared was unique, and one that needs to be kept for years to come. And now, he's gone, just like that.
Is there something I can do to make you feel better?
For now, I just want to be left alone.
I understand. Let me know if you need anything.
I will.
Daniel, I hope you are happy up there.
Wow, this place is wonderful, full of joy, and full of peace.
Well, isn't it, my faithful servant, Daniel Jordan?
Jesus Christ, my Savior and my God. Thank you for your ultimate sacrifice that has brought me here today. I always wanted to say that when I meet you face to face, and now I have.
Daniel, it ain't your time yet. Yes, you must go back to Earth and serve me for some time.
I really don't wish to leave this place.
I know, but you have to finish the race I have assigned you.
I really want to stay here forever. I mean with you finally, forever. Haven't I waited all my life for this? To see you face to face. To touch you, to hold you, to embrace you. To walk with you, to sing with you. To live with you forever. I have dreamt of this moment every single day. Yet, because you say it, I will go back down there. I will finish my race. And I will come back here again.
I knew you would say that. I have arranged for something beautiful once you're back on Earth.
Would you give me any hints about it?
You'll see for yourself. Jessica, do you take this man, Daniel Jordan, to be your lawfully wedded husband, in sickness and in health, in poverty and in wealth, in worse and in the best, until nothing but death separates you both?
I do.
Daniel Jordan, do you take this woman, Jessica Grace, to be your lawfully wedded wife, in sickness and in health, in poverty and in wealth, in worse and in the best, until nothing but death separates you both?
I do.
By the power vested in me, by Yahweh Yeshua, I now pronounce you, husband and wife.
Congratulations to my best friends. God bless you both.
Thank you, David.
Thank you, David.
So finally, we got a happy ending.
More like a happy beginning.
So, what happened to you after we split up?
I was taken into trial and judgment, and was tried by Quincy Wrench.
Quincy Wrench.
Yay, shocking isn't it?
What happened then?
Well, I was tried for offense against church and offense against Kevin Stein. And Samuel for offense against church.
Framed offenses, of course. And who passed the judgment?
Senior Pastor Errol Griffinson passed judgment for offense against the church. And an expert lawyer passed judgment for offense against Kevin Stein.
Well, what did they state?
For my offense against Kevin Stein, they stated, I pay a fine sum of $100,000. Just wait, and they offered me time to do so, by the end of the day.
What? How could they expect you to gather such a huge amount, within few hours?
Their reasoning was, Kevin Stein had offered me enough time, from the moment I got locked up.
Still, it ain't a fair judgment, to demand a fine of such huge amount be paid, by the end of the day.
They also said, failing to do so, I would be dragged to the public square and lashed 50 times, with chain whip.
Please tell me, you didn't get lashed 50 times. And the two, with chain whip.
Actually, I did get lashed 50 times. And I died. Yeah.
Did I have a dream wedding, as a dream? Is this a dream? Or did I marry a ghost?
No, this ain't a dream, and I am real as you are.
You do feel real. But, you said, you died.
Yes, Jesus sent me back, to finish my race. And he told me, that he had arranged something special down here, upon my return. Little did I know, it was marrying you.
And what was the judgment for, offense against the church?
7 years of imprisonment.
Too much, for framed accusations.
Yeah.
am glad God brought you back to life. I am glad you are here. And I am glad that we are husband and wife.
And what about you? What happened to you after we split up?
Kevin took me to his private cell and had me locked up. And after some time, he brought in Saint Nicholas, who officiated our wedding. Right when we were thinking of escaping, a loud trumpet blast brought us into a cave where David was. When we were wondering who brought us there, Archangel Michael appeared and told us about God's plan.
And what did he say about the plan?
He said, first me and you had to get married. When he said it, I was like, how is it going to happen? I am here, and my love is locked up there. But he said, God can make the impossible become reality. Now it seems impossible, but it'll surely happen. And that, it must happen. For God's purpose concerning us to be fulfilled. For this is His purpose. Me and you must go into every corner of our town, preaching in a loud voice, fear God and give glory to Him, for the hour of His judgment has come, and worship Him who made heaven and earth, the sea and springs of water.
Now I know why God sent me back. Let's fulfill God's purpose together.
Amen.
Well done, my dear husband. Well done. You did a fantastic job by bringing me into this world. But not just that, you did a fantastic job of splitting your son-in-law and your daughter. Really brilliant indeed. Keeping Samuel occupied with church work most of the time kept him from spending quality time with his wife. It not just created a distance between them, but also was the add-on fuel to the accusations that has put him behind bars now. Well done, my dear husband.
Thank you, my lord. I should say, I didn't expect the fusion to go well, but it did, and I am glad you are here.
James did a fantastic job of offering me his body as a living sacrifice for me to come into this world and accomplish my mission. And now, let's move on to the next phase of our plan.
Taking over the world.
Exactly.
My lord, you must do something about the task force and the Real Facts Media channel. If not, they will.
Swoosh. Don't worry, I have a plan.
Sir, I am back with updates on the case you assigned me.
Come, have a seat. Please tell me.
Sir, you sent me to investigate about our current highest judge.
Yes.
I did my investigation, and what I found out doesn't seem to make logical sense.
How so?
Sir, his records show that he has always existed, even 100 years ago.
What, you mean in our town?
Yes, sir.
If he is truly 100 years old, what was his job prior to becoming the highest judge?
That's the illogical part. He is the highest judge from 100 years.
And no one ever knew him before the trial and judgment. How is that possible?
I am mind blown, just as you are, sir.
This doesn't make sense. A man must be at least 50 years old to become the highest judge. Are you saying he was born 150 years ago?
Sir, there's no record of his birth. But if we trace back, even 500 years ago, this man has existed.
What?
Was that shocking enough? Wait till you see the real me.
What?
hello there, Mr. Captain.
Satan,
Why are you so astonished at the fact that I have always been there? I am evil incarnate. I have always been there, just not visible to your sight. But now I am revealed to you, in human flesh, and that's how you know I exist. But I have always been there. Several generations passed away in oblivion of this truth. Even though some of you read your scriptures well, you ignore and neglect my existence. You think by doing so, you overcome me. But no chance in hell. You, and none of your people can escape me.
What do you want with me, devil? You and I have nothing in common. I don't deny your existence, but I do deny your authority over me, because I am a child of God, saved by the blood of Christ, who crushed your head through his death, and united me with God by the power of his resurrection, giving me victory over you, sin, and death. Having accepted Christ, now I am seated with Christ in heavenly realms above you.
Big talk, big talk, big talk. You deserve an Oscar. As for what I want with you, you'll see in some time. You'll for sure see.
Sir, are you okay? Sir, are you able to hear me? Sir.
Wilfred, you're back.
Sir, what do you mean? I am back. I never left this place.
But
You were in a trance, to my sight.
oh, interesting.
Are you okay, sir?
Yes, Wilfred, I just need some time to gather my thoughts.
Okay, sir, I will leave you to it.
Well. How are you, Jesus preacher?
I never expected you to stoop so low as to complying for a fake evidence that killed my best friend.
Your best friend died because of his misconduct against Mr. Stein, and not because of his affair with me.
Just shut up. I know him very well. He never had an affair with you. He is a faithful and a loyal person. He was faithful to Jessica till his last breath. There's no way he had an affair with you. Just stop with your lies.
Why would I ruin the life of a righteous man, as you portray him to be, with lies? What benefit is it to me?
Money. Blood money. That's your benefit, is it not?
Just shut up, you know nothing about me.
I know enough about you. You were the one who approached me with your story of pursuing a rich guy at our office. You are money-minded, based on what your own lips testified about you on that day. And you expect me to believe that you did not comply for fake evidence on the basis of money.
I don't expect you to believe anything about me. Who are you? Are you my sister? Or are you my friend at least? What is your point of even coming here?
Who am I? I am someone who has lost her lifelong friend. One of the reasons being your compliance to fake evidence.
It's not fake.
It is fake, because you don't like Jesus, I know it. And you expect me to believe based on that evidence that you are a churchgoer, and my best friend had an affair with you, and you're a victim. My point of coming here is to make you confess to the truth. My friend may no longer be alive, but at least he must not lie in dust, with his name spoiled by money-minded, evil conniving, gold diggers like you.
Get lost, girl. I am a victim of your psychotic best friend's unrighteous behavior. If you're not feeling sympathy for my situation, at least you shouldn't be defending a crook. Just watch how I am going to ruin your career, because you confronted me unnecessarily.
I don't fall for your threats. Go ahead, do your worst.
You'll see.
It didn't help. You were right. This has only made things worse. What are we going to do now?
I don't know.
Hello and welcome to Top Story Tonight. We bring you live coverage of the speech by our highest judge.
Hello, my dear people. It's good to come into your homes once again through this live coverage by our most trusted news channel in town. Yes, you heard me right. This channel is the most reliable channel with their accurate news updates. And anything I wish to convey, I will always use this channel as means for my message to be heard. Therefore, my people, I strongly encourage you to tune into Red News always to be updated on the latest happenings all over the town. You can be 100% sure that the news reported on this channel is absolute truth. There are several other channels that say they stand for what is right and that they will bring you the truth always. Do not believe them. Such people operate only to skyrocket their TRP. As for this channel, it is the most reliable one, right now and always.
Honorable Highest Judge, thank you for your valuable feedback on our channel, Red News.
The pleasure is all mine. Now coming to the point. The reason for this live coverage is to announce that the task force will no longer be operational. In place of the task force, military robots will take over and will fulfill the roles and responsibilities of the task force.
This is truly a big change for the town of Graceville.
Yes, and there will be many more to come. Therefore stay tuned to Red News Media channel for exciting top stories and real news.
Well people, as the highest judge said, stay tuned to our news channel. We bring you real news of what's happening in Graceville.
Yes, madam. What can I get you?
1 strawberry milkshake, please.
Sure. Right away. Please have a seat. Well. If it ain't the famous TV reporter, Miss Kate.
Miss Lucy David.
Just call me Lucy. May I join you?
Sure, why not?
So, did you hear the latest news?
I just came out for a break.
No problem. I will tell you. The highest judge appeared live on Red News Media channel.
And what did he say?
He validated our channel, the Red News, to be authentic with their accurate reports. And he told the people to trust our news channel than any other. He also said that other channels are spreading fake news and inaccurate reports, and they must not be trusted. He also said any message he wishes to convey to the public will be done through our channel.
Right when we were on the track of exposing the real truths to the public, he comes on live and makes statements that will affect our credibility. Don't you think it's a bit fishy?
I don't know about that. But what I do know is that he also said the task force will no longer be operational.
What?
Task force will be replaced by military robots.
So many changes in one day. It seems to me like eliminating people who work on exposing truth.
Our news channel too works on bringing out the truth.
Look, I don't want to debate you on that. May God be our judge.
Fine.
But I do want to know, how are you? Last I heard, you were being kept under lockup for suspicion that you were the mastermind behind the false accusations on your husband.
My name cleared. And they dropped the suspicion. And they let me go the very next day.
That's good. So, what's next for Lucy?
I feel happy to inform that I am available for dating. Do let me know if any cute single men are available.
I will.
I have called in this meeting to inform you that the task force has been disbarred by the highest judge.
Our jobs
Are no longer in existence.
Our families, our homes. How are we supposed to manage?
We need to find other jobs.
If we are disbarred, who is replacing us?
Military robots are replacing us.
This ain't fair. This ain't fair. We gave it our best all these years. And this is how they repay us.
Don't worry, Wilfred. I have my sister's boutique. I can get us a job there.
Thanks, Fiona, for your kindness. But respectfully, this ain't about being able to find another job. Rather, it's about how cheaply the Council of Justice is treating us.
I am planning on meeting the highest judge regarding this. I promise I will try my best to get our jobs back, but don't be completely reliant on it. As Fiona suggested, try getting a job at the boutique.
Will do, sir. Thanks for everything.
Thanks for everything, Captain.
I will drop a mail to you guys once I have an update on our jobs. Meanwhile, find a temporary job and take care of yourselves and your families. Farewell. God bless you.
Thank you so much for watching our video. I hope you liked it. If you like our content, make sure to subscribe to our channel